what I've been exploring, I mean, in my own practice, is how suffering is created by the freak out, by the spasm, by the fit space.
The fit.
The fit, exactly, and that's
the feel image talk. Yeah, it does spasm, doesn't it?
You're
like a spasm of the body, but it's a subjective spasm.
And you become hard as a rock, and you become a terrified thing, and you create yourself, like that's how you, in my mind, become a billiard ball, and how the situation becomes a billiard ball, and you're just frozen. You see that happening everywhere, how we relate to the world.
And the practice lets you go from the particulate paradigm to the wave. Shall we do so? Take a moment to lengthen your spine and let your whole body settle, which is just our old friend, physical relaxation. And would you say at this time in your body and or mind that there's any of that flow going on, or are things pretty tranquil?
There's quite a lot of flow going on.
Is it in the body or mind also? Or just in the body or mind also?
It's in the body. By mind.
I mean image talk space.
Image talk space. This was always the interesting thing about flow, because there can be, for example, a vibrational hum in my body. I feel it in touch space. I feel it in and out in feel space. I feel it in talk space. I feel it in sound space.
External sound.
External sound space.
And image space also.
And sometimes, if the vibration gets strong enough and is often connected to my heartbeat, syncopated with my heartbeat, it actually modulates sight space.
External sight.
External sight
and
space.
And you get it in internal image also. Like on the screen, vibration on the blank screen.
Not so much, actually. No.
How about waviness on the blank screen?
Not so much. The body is waving big time. But
how about the images? Do they melt and morph? Mental pictures?
Not many mental pictures.
You don't get, so it's not much in image space, but it's in the other modalities.
Yeah, almost all of them. Almost all the others.
How about right now? Is the vibratory flavor of flow present in most of those modalities?
Yes, it is.
Here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to, moment by moment, note flow. And we're going to tune into that. But each time you note flow, I'd like you to spread your awareness, do the zoom out option. Spread your awareness as broadly as you can through body, mind, and even external world. Just sort of do a coverage moment by moment, zooming out. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And I'd like you to begin by using spoken labels. Note, flow, say the word out loud, and use the tone of voice and the pacing for the equanimity and the concentration.
Flow. 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 Flow.
That's perfect. I can tell by the tone of voice that you're in deep equanimity, and I can tell by the pacing that your concentration is good. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. Now, go to the standard optional labeling. Either speak the labels out loud or make them mental or no label at all. Sort of shifting like gears, whatever works best for you. And zoom out each time to cover the flow as broadly as it may be present in your sensory experience, and let it sort of unify and integrate body, mind, maybe body, mind, and world. Does that instruction make sense?
Yes, it does.
Good. And we'll just see what happens. I'll just do my own practice while you do that. Is that coming along okay?
Very much okay.
What's okay or good about it?
I don't know.
Stay with it as you speak. See, if
Oh.
you want to speak slowly, that's okay. Sort of stay with it as you describe it.
In this particular instance, it's become more focused and heightened than I have experienced before. Perhaps it's the one-on-one guidance or something. But when I say flow, it's just a unified field of soft, pleasant waves in almost every sense, except image.
That's fine.
And of course my eyes are closed, so.
Would it tend to affect sight space if you opened your eyes? Why don't you do that? See what happens. Defocus your eyes, just let light in. See if it affects visual with your eyes open. May or may not.
When I label flow and penetrate with eyes open, I move from sight to light.
Yes, that's good. Do that. Just relate to it as light. Now I'd like you to go back to the practice that you were doing, noting flow, zooming out, the awareness. And you can cover the light coming in from the outside world as part of the flow. The materiality of the world is now breaking up along with the carnality of your body and the somethingness of your mind. And just sort of stay with that for a little while. How's that coming?
Very nicely. Very
Now
nicely.
we're going to up the challenge level. I'd like you to see if you can keep some contact with that and make eye contact. You knew what I was going to say. Very good. Excellent. Able to do that a little bit? That shows. So, this is what you can do. Your little gift to the world. Any questions about that? Okay, keep up the good work.
Wow. I've never done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we're done.